then he came to Lynham when Remy went back to Lynham, and he opened the Prince Philip's barracks, and it was a bitterly cold day. I remember it well. But anyway, the soldiers, the soldiers really loved him. He was extraordinary. He spoke their language. And then the last time he came here officially, he opened a care home in Hayward House in Devizes, part of the Order of St. John. And I remember him saying to one of the very elderly residents, he said, "You think you're old?" And he was a little bit older than her. So he was a man with a very, very good sense of humour, as well as an extraordinary sense of duty. And he was a very clever man, very interesting person too.
And he'd had such a varied life. Obviously, it was a long time ago now, but he did serve on the front line for the military, for the British. Of course, he was alongside the Queen for her entire reign, decade after decade. Yeah. What do you think Prince Philip should be remembered most fondly for?
Most fondly, I think probably his love of his wife and the sense of duty. There was never any question, no grumbling. He just got on with it, and as well managed to have a life of his own as well. And I think he played that card pretty well.
And of course, it was an unusual position for him. If you look back on the centuries gone by, him being the husband, but essentially supporting the Queen. He was playing a supportive role, not the king himself. Do you think he fit that mould and that role well over the years?
I think he did it brilliantly, but also I think he was also not the power behind the throne, but he was very much her husband, and he was a very forward-looking person. The coronation, I think it was his insistence that it was filmed for the world to see. Before that, no one knew what the Queen looked like, let alone what he looked like. And so he was imaginative, and I think he was a very wonderful husband for her.